YouTube is no longer about views. If you're a creator still chasing views, watch time, and viral hits in 2026, you're playing a game that doesn't exist anymore. In fact, you're fighting against the very system you're trying to win. It might sound crazy, but by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly why YouTube's new focus will completely change how you create content, and more importantly, how you can use this shift to build a stronger, more successful channel than ever before. For years, the golden rule of YouTube was simple: keep people on the platform. The algorithm was built around one primary metric: watch time. If you could make a video that kept viewers glued to their screens for 10, 20, or even 30 minutes, YouTube would reward you. It would push your content to more people because you were helping them sell more ads. The logic was straightforward. Longer watch time equals more ad opportunities, which equals more revenue for YouTube. So, creators optimized for this. We made longer videos, we used clickbait, we added fluff. We did whatever it took to keep those eyeballs engaged. The entire creator economy was built on the foundation of holding attention. But that era is over. Starting now and solidifying by 2026, YouTube doesn't just care about how long people watch. It cares about how people feel after they watch. Let that sink in. The new core metric, the new king of the algorithm, is viewer satisfaction. So, what does satisfaction even mean in the context of YouTube? It's not just about a like or a subscribe. It's a deeper, more qualitative measure. Satisfaction means a viewer finishes your video and thinks to themselves, "I'm glad I watched this." It means they feel their time was well spent. It could be because they learned something new, felt genuinely entertained, were emotionally moved, or had a problem solved. It's the feeling of closing the app and not having a single ounce of regret about the time you just invested. YouTube is getting incredibly smart at measuring this. They're looking at post-watch behavior. What does a user do? After your video ends, do they click "not interested" on similar videos? Do they close the app? Or do they search for more of your content? Do they share it? Do they leave a thoughtful comment? These are all signals that tell YouTube whether your video delivered on its promise and left the viewer satisfied. Think about it from YouTube's perspective. Their long-term goal isn't just to get one more ad view today. It's to make YouTube a daily, indispensable habit for billions of people. They want users to trust the platform. They want people to open the app, knowing they'll find valuable, fulfilling content, not just empty calorie videos that leave them feeling drained and regretful. If users constantly feel like they're wasting their time, they'll eventually stop coming back. Chasing pure watch time was leading to a lot of low-quality, high-retention content. You know the type. The drama channels that string you along, the top 10 videos that are mostly filler, the DIYs that don't actually work. This kind of content can get views, but it erodes user trust. YouTube realized that a satisfied user is a loyal user, and a loyal user is infinitely more valuable in the long run than a fleeting view. So, they've shifted their entire algorithmic strategy to reward creators who build that trust and deliver that satisfaction. Let me give you a crystal clear example. Imagine two different videos. Let's call them Video A and Video B. Video A is a 10-minute vlog. It has a flashy clickbait title like "You Won't Believe What Happened." It's filled with quick cuts, loud music, and a lot of hype. People click, and they might even watch for a while, maybe 5 or 6 minutes, just waiting for the big reveal. But the payoff never really comes. It's all fluff. When the video ends, the viewer feels nothing. Maybe a little annoyed. They don't feel smarter, they don't feel happier, they just feel like they were tricked into watching. Their primary feeling is, well, that was a waste of time. Now, let's look at Video B. It's a short 4-minute tutorial. The title is simple and direct. How to fix a leaky faucet in 4 minutes. The video is calm, clear, and gets straight to the point. It shows you exactly what to do, step by step. By the end, you've solved your problem. You feel competent, relieved, and grateful. You think, wow, that was incredibly helpful. I'm so glad I found this. In the old YouTube of 2020, Video A might have won. It had a longer average view duration. It held attention. The algorithm would have seen those 6 minutes of watch time and thought, this is a great video, let's promote it. But in the YouTube of 2026, Video B is the undisputed champion. It's not even a competition. Why? Because of what happens after the video. The viewer of Video B is highly satisfied. They're not going to click not interested on your channel. In fact, they might even subscribe thinking, this person respects my time and gives me real value. They might share it with a friend who has the same problem. They leave a comment saying, thank you, this worked perfectly. All of these are powerful satisfaction signals. Meanwhile, the viewer of Video A might be so annoyed that they actively tell YouTube they're not interested in that type of content, which is a major negative signal. Even if they don't, their passive behavior, closing the app, not engaging further, tells the algorithm everything it needs to know. The lack of satisfaction effectively kills the video's long-term reach. So, while Video A got a few minutes of hollow watch time, Video B earned trust and created a genuinely positive user experience, which is exactly what YouTube wants to reward. This shift has massive implications for every creator. If you're building your channel on the old model of attention hacking, you're building on a foundation of sand. Your channel might have seemed to be growing, but suddenly it's hitting a wall. Your views are flat, your growth has stalled, and you don't know why. This is why. The algorithm is no longer rewarding your old strategies. It's actively looking for something new, something you might not be providing. Genuine viewer satisfaction. So, what's the actionable takeaway here? What do you need to do, right now, to align with the future of YouTube? It's a fundamental mindset shift. Your goal is no longer to hold attention. Your new goal is to leave no regret. Every single video you make should be designed to make the viewer feel glad they clicked. This means you need to be obsessed with delivering on your promise. Your title and thumbnail aren't just bait. They are a contract with the viewer. If your title says 5 tips to improve your sleep, you better deliver 5 concrete, helpful tips without wasting a second of their time. Respect the viewer's clock as if it were your own. Cut the fluff. Get to the point. Every sentence, every shot, every graphic should serve the purpose of delivering value and satisfaction. This doesn't mean all videos have to be short tutorials. A 30-minute documentary can be incredibly satisfying if it's compelling, well-researched, and leaves the viewer feeling enlightened. A comedy sketch can be satisfying if it makes someone genuinely laugh. A personal story can be satisfying if it creates a real emotional connection. The format and length are secondary. The primary question you must ask yourself is this: when my ideal viewer finishes this video, will they feel their time was well spent? If the answer is anything less than a resounding yes, go back and edit. Refine your script, tighten your cuts, and amplify the value. This also means you need to stop focusing on vanity metrics like views. Instead, start focusing on metrics that signal satisfaction. Look at your audience retention graph. Where are people dropping off? That's where you failed to deliver. Look at your comments. Are people saying thank you, or are they complaining about clickbait? Look at your shares. Are people recommending your content to others? These are the new key performance indicators. A video with 10,000 views and 1,000 grateful comments is far more valuable to your channel's long-term health than a video with 100,000 views and 1,000 complaints. The algorithm sees this and will reward the channel that consistently generates positive feedback and satisfaction signals. For new creators, this is an incredible opportunity. You don't have to compete with massive channels on production value or sensationalism. You can win by carving out a niche and being the most satisfying, most trustworthy source of information or entertainment in that space. Solve a specific problem, serve a specific community, and do it with respect for your audience's time and intelligence. If you can make every viewer feel glad they found you, YouTube will do the work of helping more people find you. So, as we move into this new era, I want you to reflect on your own content and your own viewing habits. Let me ask you 2 things, and I'd love to see your answers in the comments below. First, have you ever finished a YouTube video and immediately thought to yourself, "That was a complete waste of my time"? We all have. Think about why it felt that way. And second, what makes a video feel truly satisfying to you? Is it learning a new skill? A great story? A good laugh? Understanding what creates that feeling of "I'm glad I watched this" is the key to unlocking growth on YouTube for years to come. Your feedback will not only help me make better videos, but will help our entire community of creators understand this critical shift. Thank you so much for watching. If this explanation was helpful and left you feeling satisfied, then it did its job. Consider subscribing for more insights on how to grow in this new creator landscape. I'll see you in the next one.